Welcome to the People's Podcast, an employer's resource by Group Management Services. I'm your host, Alyse Kimble.
This podcast does not constitute legal or financial advice. Its accuracy, completeness, or adequacy is not guaranteed. Use the information at your own risk. Consult an attorney or financial advisor before taking any action.
Hello and welcome back to the People's Podcast here at GMS. My name is Alyse Kimble. I'm the Training Development Manager, and I'm joined today by Joshua Schultz. He's the Channel Sales Representative for ZayZoon. So welcome, Joshua.
Thanks so much, Alyse. Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. So you work for ZayZoon. Tell me a little bit about what is ZayZoon. So what are the services you offer? What are you focusing on for businesses? How do you help the employee?
Good question. So ZayZoon is a financial empowerment platform for employees offered through payroll at no cost to an employer. It's an earned wage access benefit that allows them to access their pay instantly. You know, the economic climate is changing. So rather than having to ask your employer for an advance or rely on payday loans to get by through pay periods, they can tap into ZayZoon. It's quick, it's easy. And at most, employees ever going to pay $5 to advance their money.
That's great. So what are the common challenges that businesses face when maybe they want a service like this, but maybe adoption's hard or they don't know who they're going to be reaching out to? What are some things that you would advise to them?
For sure. Lack of awareness is one of the biggest challenges. We want to make sure that they have the resources, they know who to speak to at ZayZoon, and we provide them with a lot of transparency. So they even have their own employer portal that they can log into to see how many times employees have used the program if they wanted it, but also there's resources there that they can then share with their staff. And I think it's really important just to know who to talk to, because when you're using a benefit like this, right, obviously GMS isn't going to be administering the benefit, it's a third party, so then they can come directly to us to get the support and help that they need.
That's great. It's good to have a partner that you can get a hold of when you need to.
For sure.
Are there any industry-specific considerations that maybe businesses should keep in mind when they're offering services like ZayZoon?
Yeah, definitely a lot of hourly workforces, healthcare, retail, hospitality, staffing. They face different schedules and paycheck timing issues that don't align with their bill cycle. So that really just helps to smooth out their cash flow. A lot of blue-collar industries, franchise operators are some of our biggest users for sure.
Absolutely, that's great. What about too, like, I know a lot of businesses have, maybe their billing schedules are really long. So for example, I have a friend who has an AV company. His billing cycle is like 60 days. So is that going to be a good fit for a ZayZoon? Like maybe if he needed an advance for, a billing schedule that maybe wasn't billed in time.
Interesting. And is this your friend is the sole employee of the company, or he has employees underneath him?
He has employees as well. Yeah, and he doesn't pay them until he gets paid.
Understood. Yes. So ZayZoon relies on regular earnings. So if as they see the employee having regular earnings, then we're able to advance them the money. But yes, the longer the pay cycle, definitely ZayZoon's a good interim fix, because what's going to happen, they don't have to wait that 60 days. They can then access their pay as they need it.
Nice. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
What are employees' financial and budgeting services that they can get through ZayZoon? What do they include, and what is the impact that offering such services to employees can really have on the business?
That's also a great question. So ZayZoon isn't only an on-demand pay service. We also have financial stability, financial wellness, and education pieces to this. And with that, it gives them the knowledge. And as we all know, knowledge is power. They need to know really how they're earning and how they're spending. But we also have courses built into our program that allows them to tap into that without even needing to take an advance. So just by signing up for ZayZoon, they have access to that. These are things that, probably devouring content on the internet, finding places, they can actually just bring it into ZayZoon and see, this is a company that I'm having financial interactions with. The content is trusted, it's credible. But what this does, and the impact on the business, is, of course, it reduces the financial stress for the employee, so their focus, and it also improves their job satisfaction. drives down their absenteeism and their turnover, and it really kind of enhances the employer brand as caring and forward thinking.
That's great. And I think that's such a good thing to think about as a business owner. And I know this is part of our partnership with businesses is we offer the ZayZoon product line, or it's a free partnership for them, access to ZayZoon services for their employees. But I think too, as a business owner, thinking about offering, if you're not, offering something like that to your employees now, this is, something that would give them peace of mind. It would help them refocus back on their job. It's hard to focus on your job if you're focused on, how you're going to pay this bill, or if you have medical bills or expenses coming up, due dates for rent, whatever. It's hard to be able to be present when you have the stress of that in your life. So I think it's a really nice, additional thing that you can offer your employees.
Yeah, and to add to that too, you think of anything that you do in your life, you're driving, you're hanging out with your children or your family or friends, and you're not able to be present, that those aren't meaningful interactions.
Yeah.
Of course, when you're driving, it's just not safe. You want to be as focused as you can be. And those things a lot of times will boil back to someone's financial situation.
Absolutely.
Right? Money can buy happiness, but you definitely need to have some to survive. So
It's important, right?
it's important, yeah, quite.
Absolutely. Some money does buy happiness for sure.
Right.
I would agree with that. So how does this help them kind of manage? How does ZayZoon really help them manage maybe their day-to-day financials? Is there financial planning? Like, are they able to budget better? Are there any kind of those services? So talk to me a little bit about that.
For sure. It just helps them see where their money goes. They can plan ahead and avoid paycheck to paycheck traps, we'll call it. There's also automated budgeting tools, which really keeps them engaged. And then we also have those educational modules. So helping to improve their financial literacy, how to avoid predatory loans, creating emergency funds, building credit. Those are all part of the platform that we see as a very, very important piece to having someone succeed in life.
That's great. I love all those different pieces. Great, like alone, but together are even more amazing. So it's great to hear that that's offered kind of as a package. Wonderful. So Josh, from a small business owner's perspective, in what ways can ZayZoon help like redefine, develop, improve relationships between like the employer and the employee?
Yeah, it just shows that the employer understands that there are real world financial struggles. Times are changing, right? People are understanding that they need to really adapt to compare and compete with other businesses that are more forward thinking. And it also helps to kind of bridge the gap, or I guess level the playing field between large enterprise benefits and small business offerings. And it really just improves trust, loyalty, and retention, especially in industries with high churn. Helping to drive down that absenteeism is obviously going to be better for the business and turnover, right? Removing the cost or reducing the cost of hiring and retraining, onboarding, et cetera.
That's great. So in your opinion, what additional strategies, maybe other than just ZayZoon, can business owners maybe implement to promote financial wellness among their employees? And, we talked about the impact to have employees that are present. Are there any other impacts that's going to have on their business?
Yeah, so pairing wise, I would say workshops or webinars on budgeting. We do have a lot of this content built into our platform, keep in mind. But definitely mental health support.
Okay.
Financial stress is definitely the leading cause of anxiety. And then again, we see a decrease in productivity. And like 401k plans, savings matchings, even if it's a small amount, that stuff really goes a long ways. But yeah, as we see, fewer sick days, better engagement, stronger recruitment appeal, all of those things tie back to having an EWA program like ZayZoon in place.
That's great. Josh, any feedback that you've received from employees, employers that have utilized ZayZoon in the past you maybe want to share with us?
Yeah, I've heard some success stories, and I guess some survival stories. It's like ZayZoon helped me avoid eviction, right? Got
Wow.
me through until payday without having to take a payday loan. And it's just really easy and empowering. Those are some of the things that we've heard from employees. Employers, some of the things that I commonly hear, this is great. There's zero admin lift. Our turnover dropped. We saw better attendance almost immediately. We saw a lot more people come through the door and want to work because we put up materials in the front window of our business. So it's attracting talent coming in off the street. So a really good thing. Also, over 85% of ZayZoon's users report lower financial stress within the first few months. So keeping that mental health in check and on point is a very, very strong perk.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. Peace of mind, right? Knowing that you have that option if it is available, I think is even a great thing to have as well. Hey, I might not need this right now, but I have this in case I do need it in the future. I think that's peace of mind right there. So love that. Anything else that we didn't discuss today that you feel would be good for employers or employees to hear about ZayZoon?
Yeah, just the simplicity of it all, right? Like we were talking about in the beginning, it's so easy to implement. There's no lift for the employer. We are there for support at the employee level, at the employer level. We have staff that can help. We have resources. There's a lot of self-service options. If someone's like, hey, I'm savvy enough, I'm determined to figure this out, they definitely can. But we have our client success team, our customer care team. Everybody's really standing by just to help out with questions, some education, some training when needed. Yeah, ZayZoon is one of the companies that I've worked for that I'm quite proud to say that I've worked for, just due to the way that we handle our customers and our clients. But also our internal culture really is reflective of that. We go to places and people know how ZayZoon operates, how we conduct ourselves. And so you definitely wear it proudly. You get approached by people, oh, hey, ZayZoon, I've worked with them. I've seen the benefit before. So it's a great place overall to work at, and we're all happy. So I think that's why we take great care of our clients and our customers.
Absolutely. It's definitely a big part of it, right? I love that. So if an employer listening today wanted to learn a little bit more about ZayZoon, where could they find out more information?
Definitely on our website. We'll make sure to post up links and everything so everybody can find it. But I'm happy to have one-on-one conversations with folks who want more information. Again, quite conversational. We'll just have a chat about it, whether or not it works for your business. And we definitely take a no pressure approach. We just want to educate you on how this is going to work for your employees and for your business. And we're always open to feedback. So if there's anything you'd like to see or anything that you think we should hear, please let us know. We're happy to entertain that at the very least.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time, Joshua. Really appreciate it. For those listening today, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thanks again.
Bye. Thank you for tuning into the People's Podcast. We hope you found today's discussion helpful. Stay tuned for more insights in our next episode. For more expert guidance and resources on small business management, PEOs, and more, give our podcast a follow. Find us on social media or visit us at groupmanagement.com. That's groupmgmt.com. We're dedicated to helping small businesses everywhere make their operations simpler, safer, and stronger.